Usually the only time I'm not feeling like I need it is if I'm sick. It's like food. If I don't want to eat, I'm probably sick or I'm having some real rough mental breakdown or something of the sort. People have a lot of questions, and I'm trying to answer all the questions I've been asked, but I have to think about it. Because I'm always asked a lot of questions. And I guess the main thing, what I really hate about it is people will try you. They'll try to see if they can get in your underwear or they think it's going to be easy test. And for me, because I'm polyamorous, because I'm hypersexual, people seem, and because I'm so sexually expressive, people seem to think that that means it's just going to be that easy. I'm definitely not easy. I'm not slutty. I am cautious and I am picky. Like, how are you going to be that way? Because we live in a day and age where there's so many people walking around with STDs and you don't know how many partners they have or their partners. And some people will get it and not know. And very few of them go away on their own. And then there are the people that get the big ones and have to be treated. And then there are some people that get the max ones, which I don't think anybody should just stop having sex because they caught something. Especially because there are kids that are born with AIDS and there are babies born with herpes and it's not their fault. So I don't think people should be treated differently because they had an STD. Because if you didn't know, then you'd be treating them the same way you would treat them. I don't treat anybody differently. And I know a few people with them. I don't make them feel any different. Because the reality is, all of our lives can change in 1 second. Just because you say that you're monogamous, or just because y'all say that you're monogamous, doesn't mean your significant other, wife or husband, is not out there cheating on you. Let's get real. So, I'd rather practice ethical non-monogamy than to be in a monogamous relationship and be cheated on or be the one cheating on a person. I did experience some trauma when I was younger, but I don't use anything as an excuse. I'm trying to heal and come out of my demons. When I talk to Christians, I tell them, like, look, I know my fruit of the Spirit. I've known it since I got my first piece. I know what's going on with me. I know my demon. It is a very hard thing to fight. I've been doing better. I'm old now, but I've been doing better than I have in my past. Ever since I started talking to somebody. And every now and then I'll go back and talk to somebody when it gets real bad. I just always look for new things. And yes, a lot of my poetry is sexual. Yes, a lot of my music is sexual. But I'd rather put it in a song than to be out there doing it the reckless way that I used to do it. I have learned to be kind of sort of calm, but my inner circle, they're very well aware, and I will warn them like straight up, like, look, I'm in heat like a mother, I'm in heat like a motherfucker, for real. And they know they need to back down or just give me some space, because I'll be like I'm like a female in heat. You know how animals are during the springtime and mating season, and that's how I am when I get a surge. My surges, they're awful. They're so awful. But I'm not going to harp on this much any longer because I am slightly tired. But I am willing to talk to other people who think they may have it. I'm so on sharing deeper personal information because, you tell some people stuff and they go and run with it. But you can ask me questions in my comments in my inbox. Or when you see me, you can pull me to the side and ask me questions. I know a lot of people think that they have hypersexuality, but a lot of people simply like sex, and there is a difference than liking sex, loving sex, and having legit hypersexuality. Until last year, I didn't even know that there was a such thing as being diagnosed with it. I thought it was just something people called themselves when they like to have a lot of sex. And I was in denial. I'm still somewhat in denial, but I know the definition matches my issue. So I shouldn't be, but I guess because people want to loop us and say that we're sluts, say that we're whores, say that, all kind of nasty things. But I know what I am. I know what I'm not. And if I can help somebody else that might not want to talk about it, because it is a touchy subject. So if I can help somebody else speak out on their issues, then I'm willing. So this is something I've been holding in for a whole year, except to certain people and trusted people. But I would say, of course, do your research. There are those quizzes. Of course, it's not a substitute for a diagnosis. So please don't go on these quizzes and be like, well, the quiz said I had it, because the quiz is not a doctor. The quiz cannot diagnose you. And you probably just put in those answers to use it as an excuse to say that you are. It is not fun. It's frustrating. You do not want to have this. Trust me.